What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Stoned, Sloshed, and Sober, your favorite food review show where we go ahead and review food as I am sober, as this man is
stoned,
and this guy is
drunk.
Bam. So on this edition of Stoned, Sloshed, and Sober, we're going to be reviewing Indian food. Indian food happens to be one of my favorite styles of cuisine, actually one of the best dishes I do. Ladies, if you're lucky enough, I'll make you my famous curry salmon. It's delicious. But this episode, we have one of my good friends, and actually one of the dudes who helped us open the studio. He's been here since day one. Took a little hiatus, but now he's back with us. My man Diego, the DJ, one of the best DJs in the world, or at least in the Lower East Side.
And one of the biggest bloggers in the motherfucking world,
Hey,
you heard?
yo, subscribe to his Instagram. Make sure you check him out. His videos kill me. This shit is amazing. And we also have Pat, your favorite comedian in New York City.
Ooh.
You can check him out. He has a bunch of shows coming up in New Jersey and in the Village, right?
Yes.
So it's going to be a really dope episode. I'm really excited to be reviewing Indian food because it's one of my favorite spots. I feel like I'm super knowledgeable about this, and as a sober one, I'll give you my unbiased opinion on this. So we went ahead and we ordered from, Taj Kebab, I think? I forgot. I said it was my favorite place. I don't even remember the name of it. It's a place that's out here in Ridgewood. I'm actually just going to even look it up while we're talking about it. Professionalism. Bombay Kitchen. Bombay Kitchen, it's off the Myrtle Wyckoff stop. Cute spot. They do a really awesome special where it's for 15 bucks. You get a main, you get a side, and you get naan and bread and all these different chutneys right here. I have to give it to them, like, where they earn major points for me is they guarantee delivery within 30 minutes.
Yeah? What happens? And if they're over, do they give you your money back? What's the guarantee?
They give you money back on it, on the order, yeah.
Oh.
So I really dig them on that. It's great food, super fast, always really, really fresh. The driver was really, really cool. We were cracking jokes outside, which was awesome. I'm going to ask my man Diego, who kind of hinted towards me that he might not know the most about Indian food. Do you have a favorite Indian food spot in New York City?
Tribeca. I don't know much about Indian food. I've only been to one restaurant, and I kind of hated it because it was like they were too catering. They washed your hands, like they gave you a
That
rag.
sounds awesome.
Washed your hands, and then they was like too attentive, like they was on top of you. So every time, like, you know, you turn around, it's like somebody here, but you're trying to focus on the food, and my face was sweating because everything was hot there, and yeah, that was my experience.
Like India.
Yeah, just like India. Yeah. Sheesh.
I assume it's hot there.
I'm so glad that I asked you to do the Indian edition, as you
Yeah.
clearly do not like Indian food. This is great. Pat, I feel like you're not very cultured.
Excuse you. He's right.
Do you have a favorite Indian spot?
Listen, I don't like Indian food. Not because it's none of their fault, but Afghanistan doesn't seem to have its own food, and they just do like Indian food. So I just like naan bread and like the curries and the.
Do you not like naan?
I don't dislike it. It just brings back unpleasant memories of a place I'd rather not be.
We're hoping that Pat does not have flashbacks on this episode right now.
What is naan? What is naan?
Naan is a bread.
Naan is a type of bread. So we're
They
gonna go.
make it with their feet. Not all the time.
That's the bread that Jesus used to swap his food with, right?
I think, yeah, probably. It's Middle Eastern, so
That
yeah.
actually makes a lot of sense.
I think
See?
it's because they're high
Not
up.
only do we review food, but we're also educational.
That's right.
Religious. I think it's because of the high altitudes in like a lot of the places, and it's easier to make non-rising bread.
Yeah.
And that's why it's called naan, because it's non-rising bread.
Hey.
Right.
Hey.
Comedy man.
We're gonna go ahead and look at it. Actually, naan also, they like cook it on the inside of the pot, right? Instead of in an oven.
Like a kiln.
Yeah, it's like a kiln, which I think is super dope. They also do pori, which if you're a fat kid like me, you love it because it's the deep fried version of it, and it actually pops up because it's deep fried. It's pretty much like a big piece of fried bread. They also do it with like cheese, garlic, meat inside, sauce inside. It's dope. But the first thing we're gonna go ahead and get into is I'm gonna let everybody dish out real quick. Is we're gonna look at the preparation of the food. You know what I mean? I feel like as far as delivery food in New York City, there's, you know, great preparation and then there's bad preparation. You know, like, you know, how they package it. You know, does it look like it's greasy? All of that. So we're gonna go ahead, hit you with some rice. I'm gonna let the guests go first. You want to hit some of we'll dish out on the plate. You want the lamb first or the chicken first?
Let's do chicken.
Chicken, bam.
Oh yeah.
All right, I don't know if we have a
rice
close-up enough of this, But this is the tiki, and as I seem to be the expert on this, it looks like it's prepared very, very well. You see we got this nice coloration on the top. It doesn't look too greasy. We got some cubes of meat in there. I think the biggest thing that I look at for preparation is how much meat they actually put in it. Because a lot of times it'd be like 90% sauce, and then you have like 2 pieces of chicken, which will get me heated.
This is long-grained rice too.
Yeah. Well, that's the basmati rice, which is for the Indian style rice, which I am a super fan of. I am a rice connoisseur. I don't know if y'all know this about me. If I couldn't give up one thing, I would say I wouldn't give up rice. I feel like you can do a lot with it, and basmati rice is my top of the top. Go ahead and dish out some of this chicken for you real quick. Yeah. Let's talk about how you feel about the preparation about the chicken. You know what I'm saying?
No, it looks good. It looks, I don't know, it looks saucy.
I'm not cleaning your hands. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to be standing over you real quick.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I know there was.
I'd like to have my hands cleaned.
I know there was like
Maria
cater, but
clean his hands.
Get us a rag right now, please.
Maria, actually, don't stand up because our floor is too shaky.
So we're doing this.
Yeah, go ahead, dive it in.
Okay.
We're all going to do 1 portion of each.
Okay.
We'll try to save some for Maria. Probably, I don't know. Natty's never hungry, so I don't think I'm going to save any for her.
Okay. Is this sauce spicy? Oh yeah.
No, it's not spicy.
It's not.
No,
okay.
it's a butter.
I never heard of India not being spicy.
This is a butter tomato base.
Butter tomato base.
Do you want the chicken first?
Oh, it's got butter in it?
Yeah.
Maria, I need my pills. No, I was serious. Give me my pills. They're in the front of my backpack. I can't have dairy because I got older.
I didn't. Is butter dairy?
Are you?
It's made with milk.
Nah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead.
For like the front of my right there.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at this. So before you start eating, we're gonna do just the preparation first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at this lamb. We see big chunks of tomato in here, which is dope. We see big chunks of peppers and onions in there. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and dish a little bit of this out because
it's pretty decent.
Yeah. Now I feel like with the lamb dishes, when you go to an Indian spot, they tend to cheap out on the meat.
Okay.
This is really just Vicodin.
I'm glad. We said stone, sloshed, and sober, but
very stoned.
All right, Pat, dish out that chicken. Our expert in Indian food right here, our most cultured guest.
I've been the closest to India.
Right.
This is true.
This is true.
All right, how do you feel about the preparation right there?
I don't know. It's orange, and give me back my fork.
Damn it.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this. So
Okay.
So we'll talk to Pat before you eat it. Preparation on that. What do you think?
It looks like what I think Indian food looks like.
Okay.
Which is just colored orange.
Yeah. I mean, I'd use a different descriptor, but I'm not gonna be crude.
Looks a little spicy. The orange sauce makes it look spicy, but
makes it look spicy. What about for this lamb?
The lamb looks.
I don't want lamb.
Okay.
It looks like Spanish beef stew.
I got one more surprise for us right here. We got our appetizers before we dig all the way in. I'm gonna cut these guys in half.
Ooh, yeah.
What are those?
These are samosas.
Ricky, you're the best. I get to eat.
I don't know what a
free.
samosa is. Is it an alcoholic beverage?
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
Made of orange juice.
You can't beat that.
And vodka. Is that what a mimosa is?
Mimosa. So, samosa is filled with vegetables, deep fried. They also do them filled with meat. What do you guys feel about these? Don't eat it yet.
I want to.
I thought they were like vegetarians.
They didn't have
They
these.
are
They
vegetarian.
didn't have these in the
Most
mountains.
Indian food is vegetarian.
Right.
A lot of it, not most, but a lot of Indian food.
A lot of it is, right?
I mean, now you can fact check me on this and maybe drop something in the comments, but I think India has the largest population of vegetarians.
Vegans? Yeah.
And vegans probably
Right.
too.
They don't eat cow.
Yeah,
Really?
it's holy.
No, it's holy to them.
Oh, a cow is holy. Holy shit.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit first reactions. I'm gonna let you take your first bite. You can go with the samosa first. You can go ahead and go with the chicken first. Go ahead, first bite of whatever you
Yeah,
feel like looks the best.
I'm gonna have some of this rice, some of this chicken.
All
I'll
right.
try that.
Close up on my man Diego real quick. First impressions. He wasn't sold on Indian food before, but maybe today.
It's not bad. It's the texture is like really soft.
Does that mess with you?
No, not really, but then again, I wanted spice in there. Like once I got a taste of it, I wanted some spice.
So they do another one that's vindaloo that is spicy.
Oh, this is the Jesus bread?
This is the Jesus bread.
Well, isn't that what that nonsense over there? Isn't that
Oh, they have, yeah.
So we got the chutneys with it. So I'll give you all the different chutneys. You can go ahead and try those real quick. But first, before we do the chutneys, let's get Pat's first bite of Indian food ever.
I've had Indian food. I don't know what you're not getting about this. I just don't like it.
First bite ever of Indian food. Let's go, Pat.
Oh, you guys are about to see violence in Stone Sloshed and Sober. Here we go.
How do you feel?
I don't.
Is it your kryptonite?
Hey, Spider.
Hey. I don't dislike it.
I almost said Spider-Man.
I expected a little. I don't think I'm skinny enough for that. I expected a little more flavor.
Yeah?
It's a little, no, I don't know.
I feel like Indian food tends to be pretty overwhelming with flavor. You felt like it wasn't as flavorful as you thought as well?
It does have a little bit of a spicy aftertaste.
It does have a spicy aftertaste, but
like,
not.
Oh man,
like a 1.
Yeah.
So I lied. Yeah. This lamb just is kind of spicy.
It is spicy, right?
So I took my first bite. The lamb is good. It's way spicier than I anticipated. I went ahead and I got the really good chutneys. I gave them the cheap shit.
I want the good chutney.
I like the Jesus.
What is that?
I like the Jesus bread.
Mango chutney. Hit the mango chutney.
Wait, what is a chutney?
I like the Jesus bread.
It's like a salsa for the Middle East.
A salsa.
They get their own word.
Chutney.
Chutney. You want to try some of this mango chutney? Or you want
There's mango chutney? Wow.
Yeah. We got mango chutney, and then they also hit us with the cucumber chutney.
Oh, I like the mango chutney.
Hey, so we got something like. Let's go ahead, dip into the other 3 sauces.
What are these? What's the green one? That looks spicy.
It's not.
It's not? What is it?
No, this one's the most spicy, but it's not very spicy. I don't know what it is.
Ooh, that's a weird smell. What do I dip in it?
You dip your bread in it. Or,
which one is this one?
That is, I don't know. I just call it the brown one.
It smells like vinegar, like it has a little vinegar in it.
Probably. I feel like vinegar is the base for like every sauce.
Every sauce, right?
This is just like spice. Like, it's just hot.
Yeah. Don't like it?
Oh, this is like a sweet and sour sauce.
That's sweet and sour?
Yep.
You dig the sweet and sour?
Yep. That's all right. Yeah, it's cool.
I think, one of the things... That's the spicy one.
I can mess with the sweet and sour. That's cool.
I don't want to cry on camera again.
All right, I'm gonna hit another reaction with my boy over here because he hasn't tried. He doesn't have any lamb. I want to see what you think of the lamb real quick.
Lamb? Yeah. Let's try it.
I want to eat the samosa.
All right.
You got me excited about it, and we just moved on.
The lamb is more spicier than...
More flavor, right?
It has more flavor. I got spice flavor, right? But yeah, it has a kick to it. It's not. It's good. It's really good. I like it. It reminds me of beef stew, but it's just lamb.
Yeah, I feel that. Pat was about to say something really important.
Oh yeah, just the secrets of the universe drip off my tongue. That's what was gonna happen. Can we eat this samosa?
All right, Pat,
like,
hit the samosa.
Thank you.
Samosa.
All right.
I don't like
what?
that.
So it's just like fried veggies?
Yeah, fried veggies.
This is like...
Right, my Indian experts. Fried veggies.
What was the green stuff called?
Ooh. Big fan.
You like it?
I will. I mean, I like anything that's fried. I'm American.
What is this one? This is the real spicy one?
It's not real spicy. It's the spiciest of them.
Spiciest? Okay. Let me try that.
It's not as spicy as that lamb.
With the samosa.
I feel like this is a really good samosa. I won't lie. You got chickpeas in here, and then you have a whole bunch of different vegetables. It looks like we got some green beans. We got some corn in there. Some peppers. I feel like samosas, like you said, anything fried is pretty good. It's a pretty classic, appetizer. I'm a huge fan. I'll be honest. I like their main dishes. I usually do either the sag paneer, which is like a spinach dish, or I do like a lamb dish. This is my first time doing the chicken. I'm not as impressed with it. But I like this place specifically for their main dishes. And I feel like when you do the special for $15, it's just an added bonus that you get this extra food, because then you could stretch it. It's like 2 meals. Half of the main, half of the appetizer, lunch, bam, and then you got the rest for dinner.
I don't mind this red one here, whatever that is.
I think that's my favorite. Pat's too afraid to try it, though.
I'm
going to try it for him.
I'm not afraid. I just respect my digestive system.
This might be the wrong show. All right, so in this segment, I'm going to let everybody eat up. We're going to kind of dive into a little bit more about Diego. I've known Diego for years. He does some film work. He helped us open up the studio here, helped us build out the lighting grid that's above our head that has all of us sweating like crazy.
Hell yeah.
And he helped, you know,
So hot.
We built out the wall and stuff. He's also an amazing DJ. So, like, tell me how you kind of got into doing, you know, like the arts, how you got into doing film and DJ stuff.
Well, I got into film production by luck. Just a friend of mine hooked me up with like a PA job and stuff like that. I was interested in cameras and stuff like that and wound up becoming an assistant cameraman. Long story short. And then DJing just because, you know, I love music or whatever it is, you know. And I started playing around with, you know, DJing and stuff like that. And to this day, just, you know, just working and,
How'd you get your first DJ gig?
My first DJ gig was actually a friend of mine by the name of Mike that worked at Max Fish. Good dude, hooked me up with a job, hooked me up with the Max Fish job. I've been playing there ever since.
Nice.
So.
Do you feel like, you know, you always recognize music as being like a big part of who you were and like, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. Music been a part of my life, my whole life. My sister used to be a singer.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, she was in a group. My nephew was in a boy band when the boy
What?
band. Yeah, when the boy band thing. It was called 5 Deep.
Five Deep.
Signed to Universal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
boy
so
bands.
music has always like, you know, been a part of my life. So it's kind of natural to just delve into music always.
So I kind of like your perspective on this because, you know, native New Yorker, you've been here forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we're gonna hit it as a two-part question. The first part of it is, you know, do you feel like, you know, the music scene and like the scene in general in New York has really changed a lot, for the better, for the worse, you know, as time's gone on?
Yeah, no, actually, I think it's changed for the better because you have a lot more venues now. You got a lot more venues now all over the city, especially Brooklyn. Brooklyn got a lot of venues bringing in new bands, new things like that. You know, I'm a little into the punk scene, so I kind of like that. And they bring people from like, you know, a whole bunch of different places and stuff like that. So I think it's for the better, man. It's always for the better.
Now the second part of this question, you know, obviously being on Stone, Sloshed, and Sober, do you feel like the food in New York City has always been this good, this bad, or however you want to look at it? Do you think it's improved with, you know, the gentrification, the development of neighborhoods and all of that?
Yeah, awesome. It's always been good. Like, you know, New York is a melting pot of all kinds of different, you know, cultures and people. So, you know, you could go to Queens, Corona, Queens, and get some good, you know, empanadas and tacos and stuff like that. And then you could go Eastern Parkway and get some Jamaican food. And you could go Chinatown and get some Chinese food. And it's just it's always been a big cultural melting pot. So the food has always been great, you know?
I think that's like one of the biggest things for me being in New York is like I feel like there's not many places that you can go where you can get so many different styles of cuisine and like done so authentically as well, you know what I mean? Like you can't really get them, you know. Pat, you moving here, you know what I mean? Do you feel like it's forced you to broaden your horizons on food?
Oh yeah, I have eaten at so many things. Just the other day, you've taken me to like in the last 2 weeks places food I've just never even heard of.
Yeah.
I grew up in Connecticut, and it was just, I'm sure they were around, you know, places, but I never went to them. I was just like living off chain restaurants for just the longest time. You know, because that's what they build.
And I don't like going to chain restaurants.
No, they're terrible.
They're terrible, yeah.
They're,
but I think so
coming here, everything is so much better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Than any other crap that I would eat.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a tough thing. I think in a lot of places that aren't as urban as here don't have as much culture. You know, you don't have as many options. You don't have those people making that authentic style of cuisine. And you don't have as many different styles of that cuisine. Because, like, you know, you think about, like, food in any country, you know what I mean? There's not just one style for that country. There's many different subcategories within that. And in New York, you can try every single subcategory. Like, you're not just going to go get, you know, Chinese food. You're going to get Cantonese.
Yeah.
You're going to get, you know, all the different variations that you can get of that style of cuisine, which I think is really special for here.
I didn't know ramen was good. I thought ramen was just like you get a little microwave and you buy it because you're poor and it's salty noodles. And then I was like, there's like an egg in there and like chicken, and oh my God, it's amazing.
You have to go on Allen and Stanton and Lower East Side. It's called Taka.
Oh, I've been there.
Taka's the best authentic Japanese ramen you could find in New York City.
All right, so I'm gonna give you one for your money. So I like that place, and there's another place I like. But my boy spent Anthony from my band spent 2-3 years in Japan, and there's this place called Ichiran right by the Morgan stop, and it's actually a big chain out in Japan. And he says that is the most authentic ramen that he's ever had. If we ever get sponsored by the show, please give us money. I'm gonna go and get it because to order ramen from there, it is on the pricey side. You're looking at spending like $20 plus.
Wow.
For a bowl of ramen, but it is like it's all in the broth. Like they have that broth.
It's all in the broth.
Cooking for days. You know what I mean? They make the noodles for most of the places that sell ramen.
Yeah.
There's a noodle factory connected to it, so it's it's really special. But I want to go ahead and last thoughts. Your thoughts on Indian food? Have we changed your mind on Indian food? We'll start with Pat on this one.
I enjoyed this. This was good. I don't know. It probably helps that I'm not in the restaurant. They're very not against it. There's usually a lot of like, there's just a lot of stuff and a lot of atmosphere. That's a good word, right? A lot of music, like drapery.
Yeah.
Just takes me back, to a place I don't want to be.
There's a really famous place. I
Not this.
think it's on First Avenue. And there's a bunch of them, but there's one that was really well known for. And then they all, started around them where they hang the Christmas tree lights everywhere. And it's like a million Christmas tree lights and.
Indian place?
What Indian place?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like dumb famous. I didn't find out. I found out about it from Mandy, from a friend who was staying here.
The one place right there on is it Houston? Mm-hmm. That it's like around the corner from like it used to be there. It was like the deli that one roast beef deli spot, and then around the corner from it there was like an Indian place, and they sold all of this good stuff.
It was good.
And that was the go-to. Well, I got put on.
Oh, that was the place where they used to sell the mimosas
where
to
they
go.
sell the mimosas to go, and yep.
I know that spot.
That's the spot. That place isn't there no more.
That used to be like back like when I was a younger lad. I know I might look pretty and young, but I'm actually an older. I'm an older cat. We used to be mobbing in the Lower East Side.
Lighter.
We used to be mobbing in the Lower East Side, and we would always stop at this place that Diego's talking about, and we get like the samosas were like $1 or $1.50 something, and we would go and get samosas like in between drinks of sober stuff, so we could hit the next bar.
My boy was.
I wasn't always sober.
One of my boys was vegan, so he always wanted to go there after we just drank our life away. And
Conrad used to always bring me there, Dirty Fingers.
Yeah.
He's
vegan.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So most of the guys that are vegan, they usually go to like a Indian restaurant because they got a lot of vegetable-based food.
So as I was saying, I like the food.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm high.
It's okay.
The chicken tastes good. Like it's like he said, the beef stew kind of
vibe,
which is ironic since they don't eat beef. Ha! Jokes on me. I'm the funny one. But I like
that punchline was good.
I know. I've worked on it all week. I don't know. It tastes good. Maybe it's because it's not super spicy, and I'm not or like hot spicy because I'm not really down with the heat. But I like this. Could have been a little more flavor, but if they were gonna go in one direction, I'd rather they went less because sometimes it's just real overpowering.
Yeah,
it really is.
I think it depends on what dish you get.
And the fried
Samosa?
thingy, big fan. But again, I just enjoy when things are fried.
On a scale from 1 blunt to 10 blunts, what do you rate this?
Jesus, who's gonna smoke 10 blunts and then eat like
Joints.
all at once? Oh my God.
Doinks, big doinks.
Whew, that'd be. I want to do that now. Anyway, marijuana. I enjoy it. I don't know, like two joints maybe.
2 joints?
1 joint.
So it's pretty solid.
I probably wouldn't hate it sober. I'd complain and just be unreasonable, but I'd secretly enjoy it and then not give up the bit. But I'm high, so I'll be honest.
Nice. And I'll.
Because when we started, I was like,
I'm about to spit my food out right now.
I was like, I'm gonna be mean about this. I'm gonna stick to this.
And Diego.
Yeah.
Your thoughts.
Talk about it.
On 0 beers, meaning you wouldn't have to drink at all,
right.
or 10 beers, you'd have to be fucked or messed up.
Yeah. I mean,
we're trying not to swear because of YouTube.
Yeah, we're trying to chill. So
Worst.
Our TD is mad at us already.
She has to bleep it out, which is probably sounds way funnier.
Oh, definitely.
We're gonna have her bleep out random words.
Random words, yeah. That'll work. That'll be cool.
Well, if we all wave, it's really obvious.
Yeah, it's really
what's
obvious.
going on. Hey, oh no!
Yo, bust in the studio.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, you!
Get outta here.
You're not wanted here.
Diego.
Yeah.
One drink or 10 drinks.
I'm gonna give it a 5, man.
So you need to be kind of wavy to eat this.
I'm gonna give it. I need to be wavy to eat this because I wouldn't choose Indian food
As
myself as my choice. You know.
What if your girl got it or something? Or you know what I mean? A significant other, your mom, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Whoever she is, you better not give me fucking Indian food.
Make sure you get that timestamp. All right, guys. I appreciate you all for tuning in to another episode of Stone, Sloshed, and Sober. We have a really exciting week for you. I don't know if you checked it out, but we kicked Pat off PCP. I'm just kidding. He was away doing comedy stuff and being really funny. But me and Josh from Static Link, also doing Culture Cut, we did a takeover, so you check that out. We did a full review of E3.
It was so bad.
Let us know if you think it's better than when Pat's on it.
It's not better. I'm the talent.
And then tomorrow we're going to go do a review of a movie that I know all of you guys have been anticipating. Incredibles 2.
Incredibles
2.
I'm going to give you guys an angle of how bad me and Pat's seat was for that viewing of it. We're going to be...
Turns out Dash isn't their kid.
What? Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
And then we have a whole bunch of new stuff coming for you. We have another vlog episode coming out for you guys. Make sure you check that out. We have a bunch of new shows, Culture Cut TV, EPK'd, Happy Hour with the outros, and a mixology show, which I haven't came up with a name for yet, but you know we're shooting it next week. So I hope you guys tune in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. This is my boy Diego, the DJ.
Diego, the DJ,
Pat, the funny one. I'm Mob Top. I'll catch you guys next week.
We out.
Or tomorrow.